Mabuhay pageant fans, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hey Adam G. Guys, you are in for a special episode. As I have been wanting to do this interview with one of the most popular delegates in Miss Universe Philippines this year. She captured our imagination when she was crowned Miss Iloilo earlier this year, and 2 months after, she has never looked back. So here she is. Without further ado, please say hello to Miss Universe Philippines 2024 contestant from Iloilo City, Miss Alexie Mae Brooks.
Hi, good day everyone.
Yes.
Hi.
Finally, thank you so. Oh,
Thank
I'm
you.
so sorry.
It's okay.
Medyo fanboying moment now. Thank you so much for
Thank you also.
granting me this
Thank you.
this interview.
You're welcome. And also thank you for giving me, the chance and opportunity to be part of your interviews. I remember before I was just watching it on YouTube and I am here right now. I'm part of it. So I'm excited. I'm actually really excited.
The pleasure is mine. But, I really have to give a huge shout out to your team, led by Sir Manny Quilado, for allowing me to do this interview with you. So maraming salamat po, Sir Manny, for allowing me to do this. So, hey, guess what? On my way here, I saw Sir Jerry's post, and you're now part of Aces and Queens officially.
Yes.
How did it all come about?
Well, actually, after Miss Iloilo, Tito Jerry wanted to get me. But at that time, of course, I need to discuss with my teams on what we want, or a lot of things. We need to consider a lot of things. And, the moment you join in a camp, you need to understand what it means and the responsibility of being in there. And yesterday, we had another meeting again, and that's when I was with the Miss Iloilo organization. And me and Tito Jerry with Aces and Queens, I agreed to be a part of Aces at the same time.
So how do you feel? Especially, di ba? Pag sinabi nating Aces and Queens, forte nila ang Miss Universe Philippines.
Well, I think first it's really like an honor, because when I was just a little kid wanting to join the pageant, Aces and Queen had this big name already. And
Yes.
I remember, I actually manifested that one too at the same time. So I wrote down on my notebook that one day I'm going to be a part of Aces and Queens. So last night, after we agreed, and I was in my bed and I was thinking like, oh my God, like I was just thinking about this when I was, a little bit younger than I am right now. And now that it turned to a reality, all I know in my heart is I felt so much gratitude and gratefulness at the same time.
That's nice to hear. That's nice to hear. Nothing but gratefulness. So, and now that you're here in Miss Universe Philippines so far, how are you summing up your journey so far?
Well, so far, we've been just preparing, like, so much training on Q&A, passerella, personal development, and I have a lot of events also to attend. Like I think a few days ago, I flew to Iloilo. We had this sports event where I spoke to a lot of athletes at the same time. So I think I'm really having fun, knowing that I'm doing something that I've been always wanting to do and what I'm very passionate about. And the people are very supportive towards me, my Miss Iloilo family, my team. I can't ask for more. I'm very happy and I'm excited for what's coming ahead.
You're very well taken care of.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I've been noticing since your crowning moment, you've been acting like a winner, gracing one event to another, doing all these charitable works, doing a lot of public appearances at the same time. So I wonder, with all these things happening to you at the early stage of the competition, how are you handling the pressure?
Well, because I think I said it on one of the interview last time. It is really my dream to be in here. And they asked me if do I feel nervous ba or am I just having fun? And I think for me, I'm really having fun. Because, it's your dream na and you're there na nga. And you only have two options. It's either you let pressure get in you or you enjoy it and you'll never know what's going to happen. And I'm choosing the other one. So I'm having fun. As much as it's given, there's pressure. Anyone feels pressure. Even if I'm competing in sports, there's pressure. But then, you need to understand that by enjoying and living the moment, that you're only going to do the best that you can. So I'm having fun.
Yeah, and part of the fun is amassing such a huge fan base. Alam mo, nung pinanood ko yung crowning moment mo, pinapanood ko yun eh.
Yeah.
Pinanood ko hanggang dulo. Tapos, as soon as matapos, in-upload ko yung crowning moment mo on my socials. Grabe! Ang lakas-lakas ng ang lakas-lakas ng feedback about you. Talagang, buhos ang suporta, all the positive comments are coming in. Parang, nung the moment when we were posting about you, it felt like you were already you were about to represent us to the international pageant already. So how do you feel that you're resonating so strongly?
Well, because
among everyone.
Well, after the pageant, I was not really expecting those amount of people that was supporting me, nor helping me and loving me for what I've done. But I think it's also I've been an athlete, and some of them are those fans are like, some of them are athletes na they've been a fan of me since on my competition years, and they was not expecting na parang it's a completely two different world. Pageantry and sports is a different world. So they probably was not expecting, and then they watched the competition, they probably saw the what I did, and they're like surprised and all, but then I'm very happy. Grabe, I was not expecting talaga. I went to bed and I'm like, oh, thank God. You granted me this one wish. And then I woke up the next day, my phone was just ringing up nonstop. And then I opened my phone, I was like, what is happening? I was talking to my manager and they're like, oh my God, you're everywhere. And then all I could do at that moment is sit down there, say thank you. I was showing gratitude towards the universe for granting me that, not only that wish, but I worked hard for it. And at the same time, I'm very thankful to the supporters, especially my fellow Ilonggos. They're very supportive towards me, and I couldn't ask for better fans than my fellow Ilonggos. They're been there ever since. They know my story. Maybe that's the reason why they love me so much. So thank you so much.
Wow. So ano nakikita talaga nila sa'yo sa tingin mo?
Well, I think because first, most of them know my story. I really came from a very poor family. I don't have my mom nor my dad growing up. I was taking care of my grandma. I think nakita mo yun sa interview. Si Lola nagpalaki sa akin. And then I didn't had no money going to school. Sometimes on my training days or competition days, actually I'm grateful that God has given me this talent in sports. Because if it wasn't because of the sports, I don't think I could go to school, because I'm a scholar. And all throughout my school career or my academic career, I had been a scholar ever since elementary to high school, senior high school, and college. And sports has really been a big help. So parang I'm happy, grabe, I'm happy, and I'm thankful na parang after Miss Iloilo, continuous yung support and the love, and sports, massive.
Who introduced you to sports?
Actually, nung bata ako, I always get bullied for my complexion. So from the gate of our school, I'm estimating how far will I get, or how fast should I run going home. Kasi araw-araw talaga, like the kids, they're chasing me, they're bullying me. So from the gate of the school, all the way sa bahay, I sometimes think, oh, it's 3 minutes of run ba, or 2 minutes ba? And every day I would run, going home. Until one time, there's one teacher from the same school I go to saw me. They're like, hey, bilis mong tumakbo, why don't you try running?
Oh, nagamit mo yun ha? Wow. Talaga?
Yeah,
nagamit mo yung sobrang bilis mong pakdakbo from your bullies.
Yeah.
To sports.
To sports. So she asked me if I want to join sports, and for me I was like, I don't think I'm good at that. All I know is I'm running away from the people who's trying to hurt me. I'm not running away for no other reasons or causes. And then she said, you'll never know where life takes you. And I joined parang intramurals ba yun, you're in elementary.
Yes.
And then I joined. I was grade 3.
What sport is this?
Running.
Running.
I actually started with running and high jump. And grade 3 I joined, and my kalaban, mga grade 6, grade 5, they're so much older, bigger, faster than you. I joined. I mean, I won naman second on running, but high jump was really my calling. Kasi I remember those days. So, if you're in public school, kasi di ba may mga mini forest kayo? In the mini forest, may magkatabing mga mahogany. And then usually I would look for a bamboo stick, and I put it on both ends, and then I'll do high jump in there. I will jump in there. And usually mga men's kasi naglalaro. Sometimes they're playing pustahan pa. And I would play with one of them, and then I was one of the guys, and I would play high jump. And it started there, and that same teacher saw me, and she said, do high jump. And then there you go. I started with high jump, and I made it to the palaro by competing in high jump, and made it to the Philippine team at the same time.
So eventually, hindi ka na nabubully?
Never stopped. I think the bullying actually never stops.
Even while you were already, kasi syempre, di ba sa school, kapag kunyari part ka ng varsity team, mga intramural, syempre, di ba, taas ng tingin nila sa'yo.
I mean, they would appreciate what you've done. They recognize you. But then, the bullying actually never stopped. Nag-ano lang siya, medyo nabawas, pero it actually never stopped.
Pero what's so inspiring about your story is that you never allowed it to diminish you.
I mean, of course.
In the tender age of how old you're? 12, mga ganon?
Well, so much younger. It started so much younger, the bullying.
Oh.
Well, I think it's the guidance of my grandma. And at the same time, I felt like the universe really has something stored in my heart. Because if I really let what happened to me dictate my future, I don't think I'll be as strong as I am right now. But with the people around me that guiding me, supporting me, especially my Lola Basing, she would always tell me, you know what, no matter how many times the world will hurt you or throw words of degradation towards you, never give them back the same pain. Kasi just don't. There's like a karmic effect, and just don't give them back. Just continue to do what you love to do. Just continue to do the things that you want to do, and one day, you'll have this the universe would rather reciprocate everything that you've done out there. And I think it did. I went through so much in life. I cried many times. I had so much traumas. I had so much, there's a lot of times that I've been depressed. And then after Miss Iloilo, I won, and the amount of
Depressed.
I mean, it was given. A lot of things happened growing up, and I think I think we all go through that. Yet it's just a matter of, would you let that ruin you, or would you let that shape you into something else? So when knowing that I went through a lot after Miss Iloilo, I received so much recognition, and then I'm a person who usually would love to reflect, and I sit down and I ask myself, do I deserve this recognition that I'm getting right now? And I realized that, with everything that I went through in life, maybe this is the reciprocation of the universe towards me. And I took that as, yes, maybe.
Hindi ko alam kung nasa genes mo talaga, or you're being surrounded by, good set of people like your Lola, the wisdom that you're getting from her, na talagang yung pag-iisip mo, yung mindset mo is leading you, without you realizing it, is slowly allowing you to reach your goals one step at a time. So sabi mo, di ba, ang dami mong kwento, so na-depress ka, that bullying never stopped, pero you still went the pageant route. You still, so what made you decide? Kasi syempre mas matindi ang the world of sports is so different from pageantry.
Well, I'll tell you a story. I'm a little bit masculine growing up, especially when I was a child. Kasi si Lolo, I grew up with my grandparents. Though my grandma, she's always in the city kasi we have this parang stall rather, na parang we're selling vegetables nga. And my grandpa, he's always home with me, with my uncles, with my cousins. So everyone was male. So I grew up with everyone na lalaki. So I was a little bit boyish. Yet I watched one time on TV, and I saw Miss Universe, and it's actually Miss Venus Ra. And I went through bullying my whole life, diba? And people would bully me for my color, my hair, and all of the other things. And I turned on the TV. Those times, kasi we barely see colored women on TV.
Yes.
And when I turned on the TV one time, because everyone was screaming, I didn't understand why everyone was screaming. And Miss Universe is a big thing, diba? So I went to my neighbor's house, because we didn't have TV then. And then I saw na parang, there's this black girl. Same color of my skin. She's there, everyone was cheering on her. I saw my family screaming, like they're so proud of her. And she's there representing who she is. That kind of gave me hope, and it started there. I didn't know what I wanted that time, but all I know is I want to inspire and to empower people, and it started there.
See, wow! Thank you for sharing that story, guys. So look, when majority of the people in the world are looking down on pageantry, but when you hear Alexie's story here, who is getting so much inspiration from the contestants, not so much about their physicalities, but what they can do about the platforms that Miss Universe is presenting them. Nakakatuwa. Parang, wow, we belong in a thriving and, progressive community. Wow. Yes. So that's why you're here now. Oh, wow. So, nakakatuwa. And what I like about you is that you are very unapologetic about yourself so far. Like, it's very authentic.
Thank you.
You're presenting your real you. Talagang from how you have been conducting yourself on social media. Like, let's talk about it. Your hair, diba?
Yeah.
Talagang you're owning it. Like, that's my hair.
Well,
Parang
actually,
take it or leave it.
Actually, people thought, the reason why my hair is short, some people thought that it was because of, I have a big idol towards me, Suzy Binitunzi. Though I really love her, I watched her performance. I think it was amazing. I thought it was really amazing. But the reason why my hair is short actually is because I'm a part of the LGBT community. And I felt like, me having shorter hair is me expressing myself. I had my short hair 4 years ago pa, I don't know. So before pa ata ng pageant ni Miss Suzy, I had my short hair 4 years ago. It's because that's my gender, I express myself that way. I'm an athlete at the same time,
Yes,
so
sa SEA
it's mas
Games.
magaan when I have shorter hair. Pero it wasn't because I was trying to imitate someone or follow someone. I mean, come on, we only die once in this world. You don't want to be copying other people just because you see that you want to be like them. And I want to be authentic. I always say it. I want to be authentic. And I think it's given that, in black community, a lot of girls have short hair.
Yeah.
And people would always think that you're trying to be something else, when actually I'm not. I love my short hair because I express myself this way. And I just want to be me. I just want to be happy and confident and proud of who I am. And I think that's what I want people to know lang. Like, I'm not really trying to copy anybody. Because, they would tell me that I'm copying Miss Susie Binitunsi. I love her. Very inspiring woman, very inspirational, very empowered. Though I am Alexie Brooks, and I don't think that people should define you as someone who has the same color with you, the same hair with you. Kasi parang we're all different in our own ways.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just
And
wanna
you
say
two
that.
are two distinctive personalities, di ba?
Aw.
And you were already, as I dig more information about you, ganyan na talaga yung hair mo, even if you were already competing at the SEA Games,
SEA Games,
di
yeah.
ba?
It was short hair na talaga ever since.
Di ba? So, overall, do you consider this Zosie comparison a boon or bane in your candidacy?
Well, I think there's a good and not bad. I don't think the word is bad in that term. The good side is they saw something in me. And it's also a representation of what a black woman is right now, or what a woman is right now. That we could be so much more than just long haired or slim or white or skinny or so on. That women can be so much more. We're sophisticated, we're strong, we're empowered. We come from different forms, shape, color. And I love that. And at the same time, it's also not good because they're trying to look down on you, that you're copying someone, though you know to yourself that you're not. You know to yourself that you're just being honest, you're being authentic. And sometimes that would make you feel na parang what you've done, medyo nawawala kasi parang they're trying to tell you that you're imitating someone. But I don't think, I know to myself I'm not imitating no one. I'm Alexie Brooks, I'm an athlete, I came from a different background, my advocacy is different, and I want people to really to see that, in me, that I am really different. And
So, I assume that's the biggest hurdle that you've overcome so far in relation to your candidacy.
yeah, I think so.
So, where do you, kasi as I look at you in answering all those questions, you're very, you have not flinched any single moment in articulating your answer. So, I wonder, where is this sense of empowerment coming from? Where are you drawing your strength to forge through your candidacy here in MUP?
Well, I'm not trying to make beautiful words out of it, but I think it's really from the pain that I went through. Because when you really went through so much in life would, there's a difference between strong women and powerful women. Strong women are someone who needs to survive, and powerful women are surrounded by powerful people growing up. And part of my life, I needed to be strong. I needed to be on my own, alone, survive day to day. Because as much as I have my family and my grandma growing up, but I don't think they really understand the pain that you're going through, from the bullying, from the words of degradation, from the pain of everyone putting in through. At times when you go in bed at night, it's all you. So if you don't heal yourself, if you don't focus on asking yourself on what you want to change, what do you want in the bigger picture, that I don't think you can be in the position of empowering people. So I think it's really the pain and the traumas in life that shaped me into this. Though what I'm trying to do is to transform this into something beautiful. I don't let my trauma define me, nor dictate me, nor ruin me. I make my trauma as like a water siya. Like I flow with it and I make a beautiful thing out of it. That I want people to know that, your pain can turn into something beautiful. Your pain can turn an inspiration to people, or an empowerment to people. So I'm here for it.
And eventually a superpower.
Hopefully. We'll never know.
Right? So, yeah. Wow. Yeah, and a lot of people are resonating about it. Yeah. So, I get now when you're talking about women empowerment,
I meant
It's
that
so natural, it's so authentic in you because you're speaking from experience.
experience.
Is this how that led you to
Abanse
find
Babae.
Abanse?
Kasi, Abanse Babae, for me, it started with sports. Because, you know, in a male-dominating event, sports, women usually, they tend to look at us na parang, oh, you're not that strong, you're not that fast, you can't lift so
Damsel
much.
in distress.
Yeah. So parang for me, I want to show to people na parang, you know, women can do so much more. We can excel in sports, we can excel in beauty pageant, in business, in arts, anything. So parang it started with sports, yet as, you know, as the day passed by or go by, I realized that why limit to sports if you can empower women in so much ways. And I realized that, you know, it's also grassroots athletes. But for me, that's the main, you know, advocacy, championing women through sports. But, you know, as day passes by, I wanted to go through different sectors at the same time, empowering women regardless of what where they came from, and their stories and their pain. And like, I want to be an inspiration to them. I want to be the voices for those women who can't speak what they want to say.
Have you done concrete steps to empower more women in your community
Well,
to achieve your
actually,
goal?
before even I joined Miss Iloilo, or even before Miss Universe, I've been traveling across the country to speak as an athlete. Because I've been a member of the Philippine team. I've been in the junior Philippine team. I am the Philippine record holder in high jump in Palarong Pambansa and so on. So ever since I was on my high school day, I traveled talaga to speak to kids and to people about my experiences in sports, about my life, about my achievements. So parang, I think that's the reason why it's also so natural. Kasi parang it started since I was 17 or 18 years old pa. And it's just, it goes deeper lang and further lang as time passes by. Kasi parang, right now, actually sports or beauty pageant enrich my advocacy. Because advocacy is there na ever since. It's just enriched it more and people knows it more. So parang, you know, Abanse Babae is so much more than just really sports or Ilongga women. It's deeper than that.
Alam mo, listening to your story, yeah, tama talaga yung sinabi ko kanina. You are a perfect representation of what a pageant woman is right now.
Thank you.
Someone who comes from a very diverse world, who's ready to forge her path and not fearless and authentic in shaping a lot of people's views, especially when it comes to the youth, to our generation. If imagine all these young people that you're inspiring to take up sports as while as young as they can be, instead of turning to vices, diba? So makes me wonder, no, sana no, a lot of people outside pageantry can see pageantry as a worthwhile endeavor, capable of doing a lot of life-changing things for someone's life. Kasi I ask the reason I'm saying this is how come, you know, so sports, the world of sports, when we talk about Olympics, SEA Games, Asian Games, it's always such a celebrated event worldwide. But when it comes to pageantry, when it's also we consider a type of sport in terms of, you know, showcasing a woman's prowess on stage or discipline on stage, they are looked down upon. What are your thoughts about it?
I mean, I think it's because they look at women maybe as not so strong or not so capable of a lot of things. Because sports somehow, it's still a masculine type of event. Though I am a woman who do well in sports and I'm proud of being a woman, if you look at it, parang they still look at sports as a masculine event. So if you're a woman who excel in it, they still look at you as a little bit masculine. Though in pageantry, it's a very graceful world. It's a very completely different world from sports. So I think those are the reason why. Maybe because they really, I mean, actually, I really don't understand. I think beauty pageant is a great platform to show to people that, you know, women can be so much more. That they can be so much more to their body, that they can be intellectual, they can be a leader, they can advocate people in so much ways. And I really hope that people, you know, would see that in that way. And that maybe that's the reason why I'm here. Because an athlete and, you know, how the sports world is big, I joined into pageantry and I want to show to them that, you know, sports and pageantry as much, it's a completely different world, but there's so much things in common at the same time.
Which is harder to do, training for SEA Games or training for a pageant like MUP?
If we talk about physically training, SEA Games so much harder because come on, you lift so much weight, you run so much miles. But when it comes to thinking or other things, pageantry too. But it's both different eh. They're hard on different ways. Pero parang I'm enjoying it. I love that every single day I'm learning so much. I love that, you know, it turning me into the woman that I once dreamed or once hoped for. And I'm in this position right now that I am not only here to showcase myself, but to empower people, especially the people, you know, the people that came from nothing in life. The parang they see something in me and that's why they're supporting me because they saw that if I made it, that nothing is impossible out there.
Girl, win or lose, alam mo, I really see a bright future for you in motivational public speaking, diba? Or even, I don't know, even run for public office. Like, I'm curious as I went down my interview with my last few questions, how do you see yourself 5 to 10 years from now?
Well, actually, I've always seen myself as someone who would speak in front of other people. I always thought that my story could inspire a lot of people out there. I saw Miss Venus Ra and her story or her life changed my life. And I want me to be like that to other people. That I could, she's an empowered woman. And I'm in the position right now that I could inspire people and empower people. And imagine me speaking to other people one day and imagine how many people I could turn into a big woman, big empowered woman. I think I see myself speaking in a lot of people, regardless of the place is small or big. I'm there. I'm sharing them my words, my experiences in life, my knowledge, who I am. And we'll never know. We can make someone Miss Universe one day. Maybe I could help someone join Miss Universe one day, or an Olympian one day, or a good entrepreneur one day. I just want to be an inspiration to people. I want to empower people. I think that's my life purpose, to influence. And I want to influence people in different ways, regardless of their background, where they came from, or their story.
As I talk to you right now, I want to ask you, I'll put you on the spot.
On
you
the
know,
spot.
with what you do in sports and now in pageantry, which do you prefer? To win an Olympic gold medal or to win Miss Universe?
Well, I think my dream, rather, is to empower people. So regardless if it's in sports or beauty pageant, it doesn't really matter. The title doesn't really matter. It's just a matter of what you can give back, how you influence people, how you can change their mind and the way they think. And as of now, I'm in this field, beauty pageant field, and I would love to win the Miss Universe crown.
Yes. So on that note, one last question.
Sure, absolutely.
Wow. With everything that you said, what makes you, because with your unique look, great backstory, what do you think makes you an iconic Filipina ambassadress for the organization right now, for the MUPH organization right now?
I think it's my winning mindset and my courage at the same time. I think I'm a very courageous woman and went through so much in life, yet that didn't stop me or hinder me or tell me, no, relax. That somehow pushes me to do more. I want to do more. I'm really hungry for more. But when I said I'm hungry for more, it's not just all for me. It's for my community, for my people. And maybe one day it's for the Philippines. So I have this winning mindset that no matter what I set my mind into, I want to achieve that, regardless of what I need to go through. Very courageous, and you know, I want to build a powerful woman out there, not a strong one that just need to survive. I want to create a powerful woman or help women to be powerful, be courageous, be inspiring, and be empowered or empower a lot of people.
No split. Gusto ko pa mag-follow-up question. Strong versus powerful. I didn't know there's a difference between the two. But anyway, on that note, wow, what a powerful interview. Powerful, inspiring interview I've just had with you. I wish I could talk to you longer, but I know there will be another time for this. But as early as now, congratulations in advance for just forging through, for being so resilient, for leading a revolution in your own right, in empowering a lot of not only just women, but the youth of our nation in fulfilling, achieving their respective goals in life. So, wow, what an honor it is to interview you.
I'm only an instrument.
A vessel.
A vessel. I'm only there for them. As much as I am Alexie Brooks, but I will use my life as a vessel to these people to reach their dreams, achieve greater heights.
No words. No words. I'll end it right there.
Salamat.
Maraming salamat.
Salamat, salamat.
God bless you and
Thank
good
you.
luck on your upcoming
Thank you.
Miss
Thank
Universe
you.
Philippines journey. There you go, guys. I hope
Thank you.
you had a wonderful time getting to know this beautiful lady from Iloilo. She has a lot of stories to tell and a lot of things to offer on the table. So I hope you be able to learn a lot from this interview. So marami pong salamat. Until my next interview. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.